Who or what is occupying your beloved's mind, your desired partner, your sweetheart, your counterpart, the person who is in your heart, who is dear to you? Who or what is currently on their mind? And so we tap into the energy of the present moment and take a look at what the energies want to reveal, what is really happening with him, within him or her, what's going on there. And dear ones, we are speaking collectively. The reading is for the collective. The person cards are gender neutral and always represent your counterpart, Akshmaik Ikki, so please adapt them to your own situation, especially when it comes to the people involved. And collective readings cannot resonate with everyone in the same way. I am now sending you lots and lots of light and love, a heartfelt, loving embrace to you, and all the wonderful beauty and happiness in the world for you. And a very heartfelt thank you for your lovely comments once again. They are just so wonderful. And your comments mean so much to me. You mean so much to me. And a very warm welcome to all new channel members and to all channel members who have decided to renew their membership. And as you know, every weekend we have a giveaway or two for a 30-minute phone reading for all channel members. And also, once again, the reading for the coming week in the large deck for all channel members, plus the love reading. That's what we see in the large deck, what is shown regarding love. We go into that in depth, looking at the ongoing developments, so to speak, of what is indicated in love. So, but now let's first take a look at who or what is occupying his thoughts. All right, then let's see what we have here. So, in any case, it's already clear. Yes, there are quite a lot of feelings here. We have the cups here. So I would say love and emotions, yeah, are really weighing heavily on this person's heart. We have the 5 of Cups. There is a disappointment. He regrets something here. He or she regrets something, and there's a process going on right now. He may have failed with you, failed in his further plans, maybe with a decision he made. And this is currently a truly painful process. And yes, this is also about forgiveness. We'll also take a look at exactly what kind of forgiveness this is about. But your loved one has already, no matter what is going on with him, this sadness, this disappointment. Mistakes were definitely made in front of him. I see this regret in your loved one, but there is also the perspective of breaking out of it, which, as I said, is occupying him, or her. So, yes, now we have, on the one hand, the Ace of Cups. And with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands. I was just focused on that here. We have the Ace of Wands. And with the Ace of Wands, it's really about being aimless. And looking back, that's exactly what it is. This sense of reflection and also a bit dreamy. Let's take a closer look at what it is. And in any case, something has changed again here when it comes to love. And it's as if someone is still a bit uncertain, but somehow wants to seize an opportunity, to take a leap, to get out of the situation they're currently in. In any case, we'll see what this is all about. With your special someone, who or what is on their mind. It's definitely clear that this situation doesn't feel right, and somehow they want to get out of it, because there's a lot of sadness and regret here. And they're not comfortable, since this is also about love. They're also missing something. But as I said, we'll take a closer look at what's really going on. So now we have coins as well. We have the 8 of coins. Yes, that fits together almost perfectly, because we can see that things are building up slowly. this conflict, this process that they're going through is now becoming visible here. This problem or problems, whatever they may be, we don't know yet. They're currently working on solving this step by step. So they're in this process. And for him or her, it's also about a relationship here. There might still be a bit of a lack of ambition visible. Yes, that could be the case, right? And that's how it is. But despite all that, the enthusiasm is also being tapped into. So we really have something happening here. Maybe he's still looking at something superficially, still skimming the surface a bit. But let's take a closer look at now. So who or what is occupying your loved one's mind, your counterpart? Yes, well, we already have some pretty major topics here. A process. I'm telling you, I can see that here very, very clearly as well. This also has a lot to do with money here. So, I'm saying this financial aspect, but also in general, the abundance in his life, not just material things, not just money. That's a big topic for your loved one here, but also his inner world. Because I sense this inner turmoil, these worries, the sorrow, the tears, the disappointment. And that fits perfectly here again. The disappointment, the sadness, it all fits together because I see him in his thoughts. And if we look further into those thoughts, it's really clear that this is about love. It's about affection. And it truly is about love here. So I'd say it couldn't be clearer here. Yeah, wow. So now I have to say things are really getting interesting with what we have here, right? So let's take a closer look and see what other details we can get here. Ta-da! Perfect. But even so, I'd still like to take just a brief moment to carefully clarify and explain a few important things, just so everything is absolutely clear. So, and I'd also like to add something here. All right, we have the picture. Perfect. Can you all see this? Yes, good. Okay, so with your special someone here, the sorrow, the tears. Also what I see here with your special someone, yes, there is a situation here that has cost him a lot of money. Also a phase that has cost him a lot of money. There is a phase, let me say right now, he is in a relationship with a woman, man, whatever, which is being kept a bit secret, not made completely public. Either A, the fact that the relationship exists is being kept secret, or B, that there are very serious problems in the relationship because we see a strong sense of loss here. So let's put it this way. If he is now in a relationship with another woman who may have come between you two or after you, right? I always like to call it an instantaneous water heater, right? Because I can see quite clearly here that it is definitely an instantaneous water heater, because that's what I call tuition that he or she has paid or will have to pay. So they're already right in the middle of it. I mean, completely in the thick of it, because we're right in the middle of the process. There's nothing here where I would say, oh, that's still to come. He is fully immersed in this process of letting go of what was, because I see him here right in the middle of it, gradually waking up, coming to realizations. He still needs a few more steps, yes, a few more insights. That all of this, his determination, the determination of either the woman he's in a relationship with or the woman or man he's acquainted with, depending on the situation, There, whether it's an acquaintance, a circle of friends, or a relationship, the determination was misplaced. It was wrong. And now he is fully coming to this realization because it has cost him a lot of money. It cost him a lot in terms of learning experiences. And because I also see this determination in the person, the third person in this group, but this person was playing a dishonest game, and now this awakening is happening more and more. By the way, with this woman, I actually see another man. So there is another partner here, right? This going back again or choosing another partner who is already on track, you know? The contact is already there. That is not the case. It is yet to come. I already see this person in contact with the other person, you know? And yes, I now see this woman or this person in general as very materialistic, very focused on money. And here too, regarding the other relationship, this connection here, I see a strong focus on material things. House, car, my house, my car, my boat, my horse, whatever. That's what's coming up here. And as I said, there is this process of detachment, and it's a complete burden for him right now. Currently, what is occupying him is trying to shed this burden, to free himself from all of it, to get out of the disappointment, out of this sorrow, because it's a painful process. That is also shown very clearly. Even when it comes to work, nothing is working out anymore, right? I don't have him anymore. I have him completely, yes, so much restlessness that I see in him here. But these are energies from other people. And he has the thoughts, the longing. Now comes the interesting part of all this. Well, everything is interesting, right? But now we're completely in the heart level. And that's where this restlessness and all of it comes in. As I said, this sorrow, these worries, this he longs for, he thinks about, and longs to find more peace. What he'd really like to do right now is just curl up, hide away and simply withdraw, disappear, you know, and just retreat there. He longs for peace. Above all, I also sense from his heart that he or she is yearning for closeness. So whether or not there's a fleeting connection here, you know, there is no real intimacy. It's all wrong. It's superficial. There's nothing honest or genuine being shown here. The only real interest is in money. Yeah, right. And that's where I see him very much focused right now. Or at least that's how it was. That was his direction. Money, 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 you know? That's what I'm seeing as the main themes here. But now, really, at this moment, what I see in his thoughts is this longing for peace, for togetherness above all. No, not just sex, but really, let's set the sexual aspect aside for now, no? Okay? Of course, that too, yes, but mainly what I sense in this harmony is lightness, the longing, truly a cry for ease and for a sense of security. And that's where you come into play as well, because that's where my thoughts turn toward you. There are feelings of happiness, and also this, like a comparison or this weighing up, this, hey, it was nice with you, there was lightness. Sure, maybe sometimes your clumsiness too, but that's where I get that smile with him, you know? That, oops, oh my God, no, or maybe sometimes a bit too much chatter, you know? But now he finds that totally cute, because there's also this, wow, why didn't I see it that way back then? Because I have a different perspective now, that what was between us, whether it was a relationship or just contact, a getting to know each other phase, whatever it was, I now have that appreciation. I also have what you said, your warmth. I see him too in his thoughts, and that little smile, like when you sometimes have that clumsiness, that oops, you know, oh, did I just do that by accident, you know, it broke, you know, oops, sorry, things like that. Or yeah, just your look, you know, that maybe the dreamy side too, or simply the love. He felt what he saw there, what he perceived. But now it comes to the point that he longs for it, that he misses it. And here we also have this yes, it's making him completely sick inside, really, because that's it, this missing you and this. Why didn't I see it sooner? Right now, what's really occupying him is the connection to you. And also the thought of how he could make it right again. And contact, first of all, the contact, this closeness, because I have this longing, you know. And also always a bit like this breaking off. But actually, I really sense this consistency here as well. These thoughts, because he's also making plans about how to do it, because he wants to. He really, really wants to. And he is completely immersed in this process. And who or what is his main focus right now? That's you. And he longs for closeness. He misses closeness, this harmony, this sense of security. Everything that has happened here, kind of in a terror dark way, you know, the way this person has been acting, or all of his situations, everything that has happened here, that is, maybe there was a phase where he tried to somehow recapture his youth, his teenage years, to bring something back. But there's this sense he regrets what happened. And that's where the disappointment comes in. The disappointment for one or the other. Well, why did I let her go? Because more and more these thoughts, this restlessness is there. What are you actually doing? And the uncertainty about whether there could ever be contact again. But he will make the attempt. Absolutely. Right? That's absolutely clear. Yes, he will, because it's resolving, because here, it's very clear here, are feelings of happiness, a turn for the better, moving out of uncertainty and into security, at least as far as the contact between the two of you is concerned. He will reach out to you again, no matter how long you haven't been in contact, because you're on his mind. And believe me, the way I see him here, it's also, I see him as very emotional and sentimental. So, for example, when he's watching TV and there's a scene, something that never used to bother him, you know, then suddenly you come to his mind, right? Maybe something like, wow, you would have liked this too. Not all that longing comes up, but mainly he's longing for closeness, for touch, cuddling, just spending time together, harmonious time for the two of you. That's how I see your loved one very intensely at the moment. By the way, there's another very important point. This will definitely come to an end. That's as certain as amen in church. The fact is, here I see the end, a complete cut, you know? And there's no going back from that, right? His situation here, people who are ending this cutting off, this separation, because he wants out of all this cut off nonsense, you know? Because that was absolute nonsense, total rubbish, you know? He knows that himself, you know? And as I said, there's still a little bit, just a tiny bit, where things are still a bit shaky for him. But it's really just a little bit because he's still, this moment is coming, I can still make it. Or there's still something possible here, like he can still, just a tiny bit, you know, something, you know. But I'm telling you, the ending is so dominant, and how crappy, how terribly he's feeling right now. Because as powerless as I see him here, there's nothing coming out of that, because this connection is definitely being cut. This situation, getting out of this situation as well, even if there's currently no contact between you two, and even if there is contact, or you currently have contact that's just kind of lingering on the surface, you know, like we saw earlier, it's going to get more intense. I see the contact becoming more loving again. I see the change towards something more loving, more from the heart again, this heartfelt warmth, and more of this closeness, you know? So let's see what else we have here. Yes, yeah, so we have, first of all, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So, yes, we have, well, we've seen the opportunity here. The opportunity, that's what's on his mind, right? He's going to take advantage of an opportunity. That's what he's thinking. And he's also going to seize a chance here, because there's already this connection, the relationship, no matter what kind of relationship you two have, a relationship is very, very valuable. He doesn't want to lose you. He needs you too. And now he is becoming fully aware of that. And there you really are, I would say, as it is here, you are his happiness. And he wants this happiness and this security, this stability, because more and more on the level of the heart, Elias, that is definitely you. So as I said, you can see it for yourselves. And there it is. He will seize the opportunity, but he is unsure whether he has already missed his chance with you, this precious you. But the chance for his happiness with you, you are his happiness. whether he has already, yes, missed it, or as I mentioned earlier, we also have this looking back. We see it again now. We saw it here, this memory of what you gave him, right? And this closeness from you, simply this caress, your smile, your gaze, your eyes, that dreamy quality too, just a little bit. I just saw him, yes, as I said, lying here quite dreamy as well, And so, yes, something really is going to happen here. And as I said, we also have the wands here. So this opportunity, right? So maybe always this aimlessness, also looking back when here once again, as I said, so looking back on it again as well. So you can already see that he will seize this one opportunity here, and the plan is set. In his mind, he already has it, So in his thoughts, he is really already having a conversation with you, and he wants it too. It's no longer like, oh no, now I'm just going to pull back again, or something. Instead, he or she will definitely do it. So now we have the coins again. We have the 6 of coins. Yes, that's like, yes, he wants to spoil you. So as I said, we have a lot of emotion involved here and a lot of devotion. And yes, that's also what he had with you, these feelings like a gift, and he will take that and he wants to go down that path and spoil you too if it comes to that. He will seize the opportunity. So that's his intention, because that's exactly what he's completely missing. And it could also be that one or the other here tries to shower you a bit, maybe with gifts. And now you say, no, I don't even need that. That's not really my thing. But for him, that's his way of showing it to you, That's just how he or she is, or with support. Here, I'll help you with this, and then I'll do that, and so on and so forth. Things like that, which I actually find beautiful, because that's his way. He wants to show you, hey, I want to do something, right? And you think to yourself, no, he just needs to choose different words or something. But he, like I said, that's just his way, Dear ones, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. I wish you a wonderfully beautiful rest of your day and all the very best. Goodbye.